as the middle school.
All right, welcome everybody. Today's Tuesday, November 14th. We're having our Page Unified School District regular meeting. And we're starting a little late today. I apologize for that. At 5:38, we're gonna start with a roll call. Dr. Anderson, would you start us off, please?
Bryce Anderson.
Mike Mangum.
Chuck Weiss.
Sandra Kidman. Oh, I'm sorry. Desiree, did you want to state your name?
Desiree Fowler. Yep, Desiree Fowler.
Okay.
And Barb Shields.
Okay, Desiree's on the phone with us today. So we're all here. Thanks for being here. And we will, do you want to do the Pledge of Allegiance? And we'll have Mr. Weiss start us on the Pledge of Allegiance today. Thank you.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you for joining us. We're gonna now have a moment of silent meditation. If you could join us in that as well, please. All right, thank you. That brings us to our next item of business, which is 1D, approval of the agenda. It's an action item, so I need a motion in a second, please.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
I second.
All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Sounds unanimous. Thank you, Desiree. Okay, so unanimous. That brings us to item number 2, announcements and comments. Do we have any blue cards? No, we don't have anything, so we can skip that. That brings us to our special business, which is the fun part of our meeting, and we're gonna start by recognizing our employees of the month, and then we're gonna do our students of the month, and it looks like we have some of you here, so that's very exciting. Thanks for coming. All right, we'll start with the employees of the month, and that is actually my job today.
And you should have your writer there, not that down the right. Got it?
All righty. I don't see Gloria here, but we'll shower some praise on her anyway. Gloria Prowl is a second grade teacher, and she was nominated and recognized by Dana Bennett. And she says about Gloria, Gloria took over a second grade class mid-year last year. At first she was a little hesitant, but she made some changes to help her have a successful year. She asked for help to improve herself and volunteers to help out with extracurricular activities. And this year she is doing excellent. She has excelled in so many areas. Her students' scores are going up, and when you walk by her class, her students are engaged and interested in what she's teaching. Best of all, she has talked to her students and parents about attendance, being on time, and staying the whole day. Her classroom attendance has improved immensely. Great job, Gloria. So let's give her a round of applause. Okay, and then I have Catherine Patterson. She does? No? Okay, I don't know if, okay. Catherine Patterson is a compliance clerk for Exceptional Student Services Department, and she was nominated by Kathy Kerr. Catherine's positive attitude and sense of humor is a joy to work with, says Catherine. She's a wealth of knowledge for the Exceptional Student Service Department. Kate has been working for the ESS department for over 7 years. She's willing to help all teachers, providers, and other ESS staff. As a new employee, Kate has welcomed me into the school district and has trained me for my position. She has been wonderful to work with. No question is too small. Kate will always take the time to explain the process required for our position. So congratulations to her as well. Okay, now we're going to do students of the month. Who was going to do that, buddy? You want to come down here? It looks like we have some excellent students here, so that's exciting.
I have an aversion to my. Just turn it down. I was just gonna try and speak from the diaphragm, but we'll see how that goes. Good evening. Our first student that we are recognizing is Everett Roethlisberger. And I don't see a preschooler here, doggone. Everett started the school year with us in August 2023. From day one, he has demonstrated a love for learning. He looks forward to coming to school for both the social interaction and the academic challenge. He is engaged in all the activities and has a great attitude about whatever we are doing. He is respectful to his teachers and the other students. He works very hard at whatever task is at hand. Everett has grown a great deal in learning how to be a good friend. He has learned to share better and to have compassion, empathy for a friend who is hurting. He is honest and reports accurately about classroom or playground interactions between students. He takes responsibility for his actions, even though that is hard at times. Hard for us adults, right? He has a great sense of humor and makes his teachers laugh while adding a cheerful disposition to the class. Everett is a class leader. Much of this is simply who he is, but also he works hard at doing what is right. He works hard at making good choices. Everett's future at Page Unified School District is bright. He is a future leader for our district and for our community. Congratulations, Everett, as recognized by Mrs. Osterring. Thank you, Everett. Next, we have Lakeview Primary, Gwendolyn John. Is she here tonight? Recognized by Mrs. Pettit. Hey, sweetie, why don't you stand right here so everyone can see you, okay? Because you are the star right now, okay? Winnie shows kindness and leadership with her classmates. She took initiative this month to support her peers when she noticed they misunderstood a task. Winnie's thoughtful and determined nature helps our class grow stronger. Congratulations, Gwenny, on being student of the month. Page Middle School, Carmel Amber Hermosia, as recognized by Jonathan Prather. Carmel is an 8th grader in her first year at Page Middle School. She is the daughter of Edwin and Maricel Hermosia and resides in Page, Arizona, by way of the Philippines. Mr. Prather writes, Carmel's organization, thoroughness, attention to detail, creativity, and professionalism in everything she does in her social studies class has earned her the Student of the Month award. Next, we have from Desert View Intermediate, Raylena Thompson, as recognized by Tanya Nez, her 5th grade teacher. Okay. Raylena Thompson is an excellent student. There are many reasons why I chose her for Student of the Month. Raylena is very hardworking, does good quality independent work, and she is a great listener. It's obvious that she is a great listener because as I teach, she always makes eye contact with me, nods her head slightly when she understands what is being taught, and Raylena demonstrates a positive attitude towards learning. And she also does careful, quality work. She goes above and beyond to make sure she understands the material and has a positive mindset. It's contagious, and her peers follow suit when they are around her. Good job, Mr. Poole states. Awesome. Tommy has been doing really well. Mr. Kimball would like to add. Okay, we're talking about Tommy now, not Raylena. So, good job, Raylena. Are you here?
That will probably come back in me and some more.
Okay, so now can I go to the high school? Okay. Chase Williams, recognized by Mrs. Hatt. Is Chase here?
Okay.
Okay. Chase is a junior and a member of our varsity football team. Mrs. Hatt states that Chase is not only funny, but a great student. He works hard and somehow makes it seem easy. He puts in the time and also helps his peers understand the content. Good job, Chase. Manson Mesa High School, Tommy Nelson, recognized by Olivia Benali. Do we have Tommy Nelson here? All right, Tommy has shown considerable growth with behavior and academics. He has learned to positively advocate not only for himself, but those around him. Tommy attended Manson Mason High School with the goal of obtaining credits he fell behind on. Since he has attended Manson Mesa, his attendance and behavior have improved, and he also has good leadership skills. I appreciate all the effort that Tommy has made all around. Good job, Mr. Poole states. Awesome, Tommy has been doing really well, Mr. Kimball would like to add. Tommy has been very helpful. He volunteers to do tasks in second hour, such as taking the roll sheet to the other students, and many other things as well. Congratulations, Tommy. Well, Sage and Sand Virtual Academy, Gracie Clay.
Come on, Gracie.
I knew it was you because you kept trying to look like, it's not me, it's not me. Come up here and take your honor, Gracie. Okay, let everyone get a look at what a beautiful girl you are. Just turn You know, I'm a mother, so I'm well versed in embarrassing teenagers. Okay. Recognized by Jeremy Poole, Sage and Sand Student of the Month is Gracie Clay, 10th grade. In the short time that Gracie has been in Sage and Sand, she has been turning in above average work in all her classes, as well as keeping up her completion percentages in all her classes. Gracie is proving she has what it takes to succeed in her online education. Good work, Gracie. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Are you going to be taking pictures? So follow us. So very exciting. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. Good job. All righty. That brings us to item 3C, recognition and approval of donations made to the district. We have the following donations: a 1998 Ford Escort. Oh, my son would like that one.
Not that one.
Oh, was that the smash it one? Okay, darn it. Anytime an old car drives by, he gets all excited, so. Okay, so that one was a smash up car for homecoming. I think it's still up there in the CAB parking lot. So if you're having a vengeful day, I guess. No, just kidding. And then $200 from Narita H. Barnes to Student Support Services, $400 from the City of Page to the Grand Circle Storytelling, and $25,000 from Antelope Slot Canyon Tours to the Holiday Classic. We would like to thank all our donors that help out and do what they do for our school district. We appreciate it very much. Do, however, need a motion to approve the donations as presented, so I need a motion in a second.
I'll make a motion to approve the donations as presented.
Thank you.
I second.
All right. I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I,
Okay, thank you. Unanimous. That brings us to item number 4, reports. Mike, do you want to start us off? Yeah.
The only thing I was able to go to the CAB during the play and watch that. Quite entertaining to see those kids and all the hard work. I know the hard work they put in with my daughter being in it this year, and the late nights and every day, and it's crazy. But they did an awesome job on the production of that, and just want to applaud them on that.
Okay, thank you. Chuck, do you have anything?
Yeah, I'd like to congratulate all our athletes here at Page Middle School and High School. The football teams done really well this year. Page Middle School did really exceptionally well with their football. High school, JV and varsity, and cross country boys and girls did really outstanding as well. Soccer and anybody I missed out there, but it was a really job well done, especially the coaches and all the players. I also like to thank the athletic director, Megan Moore, and everything she does, and Mr. Brian Osterink for being the announcer at the football games. It's awesome. So thank you.
All right, I'm going to say ditto to all of that. Sunny, do you have something you want to report on?
Not at this time.
Okay, Desiree?
I did attend the 3A cross-country regional championship, I guess you could call it. But I got to see our middle school and high school students participate, so that was pretty awesome. And then I also did recently, actually last week, Orlando Keller, who is Assistant Secretary to the United States Department of Transportation, invited myself out along with Carlos Begay. So we got to participate in the second annual Native American Heritage celebration that took place in Washington, D.C. So that was pretty awesome, and just representing on behalf of Page Unified School District and Arizona School Board Association to be part of that, and it was awesome. But other than that, I mean, that's all I have.
Okay, thank you very much. That brings us then to 4B, Superintendent's Report, please.
President Kidman, members of the governing board. My one message tonight is the survey is currently live related to soliciting feedback as we consider a 4-day school week. Would encourage anybody and everybody to get out and to take the survey. Your voice is important. I had the opportunity to meet with many groups throughout our community related to this topic, specifically to get feedback related to the information on frequently asked questions, the calendar, so on and so forth. I had the opportunity today to visit each of our chapter houses to drop off information related to the 4-day calendar survey so we can get our entire community's voice heard in this process. Also provided them with the November district newsletter and working to update the display cases that are at each of our chapter houses as well. It was a good day and nice to get out and see different parts of our community. That's all I have to report.
Okay, thank you. All right. That brings us to unfinished business. We don't have any, so we can go right to our consent agenda. Oh, is that your job?
Sure,
Go
unless
ahead.
you want it.
No.
All right, a copy of the consent agenda is available at the district administration office. All items listed will be considered as a unit by the governing board and will be approved with one motion. There will not be a separate discussion of the items unless a board member requests, in which the item can be removed from the consent agenda and considered as a separate item.
Okay, that brings us to the vote then. I need a motion and a second.
I make a motion, we approve the agenda.
I second that.
Okay. All in favor to approve the consent agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, good. Thank you. Unanimous. Alrighty. Then brings us to calendar of events. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Where is it? Where is it going?
It's going to a Word document.
Yeah, but usually it's right
You
there.
got your down.
Right there.
Yeah.
There it is. I saw it flickering, but then it disappeared. Oh my, we have quite the schedule of events. Looks like we got lots and lots of sport events going on. Thanksgiving break is coming, yay. ASB annual conference in December. Anyway, refer to the attached document, I guess. I'm not gonna go through every single one of them. All right. Oh, and always let Barb know if you're planning on going to an event. That way she can do a soft posting if there's too many of us there. Okay. That now brings us to additional agenda items. The first thing we have is an informational item and is the first reading of a policy advisory 35. All kinds of things in there, board member conflict of interest, organizational meetings, and so forth. We did go through those during our work study session. I'm sure you've been reading your policies every night before you go to sleep. Anyway, if you have any questions, there will be a second reading and then it will go, the second reading and approval is on the same day. So make sure you resolve any kind of questions you have before the second reading. All right, then we have another first reading of policy IIE, which is student schedules and course loads. Did you want to make a comment on that?
President Kidman, members of the governing board, IIE was going through policy, came across this, and this policy sets student schedules and course loads at the high school. And looking at the policy, this one did not get updated when there was a transition from a 4-period day to a 7-period day, which changes the number of required courses to be considered a full-time student at the high school. So the revision on this policy is simply to bring us in line with a 7-period day.
Okay. So if you have any questions, also resolve them before the second reading and approval, or non-approval, or whatever. Okay. Any discussions or questions now? Okay. All right. That brings us to item 8C, which is approval of an intergovernmental agreement with the city of Page related to the use of facilities by either party. I need a motion and a second, and then we'll discuss that.
I'll make a motion to approve the intergovernmental agreement with the city of Page for facility use.
Okay,
I second.
okay, thank you. Dr. Anderson?
President Kidman, members of the governing board, one of the pieces that was shared with me within the last year is the fact that there wasn't a active intergovernmental agreement related to facility use between the city of Page and the school district. The last intergovernmental agreement actually expired back in 2018. Working collaboratively with Ms. Moore as well as with folks from the city, we were able to bring back that intergovernmental agreement. It has gone through the city's legal, it has gone through our legal for review. And the next step from here, if the governing board approves the IGA, is for it to go to the city for approval there. It then gets recorded with Coconino County. It is a 5-year agreement that spells out the responsibilities of all parties related to facilities use.
Okay, any comments or questions?
Nope.
Okay, okay. Now I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay,
I,
okay, thank you, unanimous. Brings us to item 8D. Action to authorize Dr. Anderson to enter into intergovernmental agreement with the city of Page related to school safety officer pending legal review. So again, need a motion and a second before we discuss.
I'll make a motion to authorize Dr. Anderson.
to approve for second.
Okay, Mike's got you beat, so I'll take yours as second.
Perfect.
Does that sound good?
Works for me.
Okay. All right, Dr. Anderson.
President Kidman, members of the governing board, the district submitted an application for a grant to provide a school safety officer for our campuses. We did receive that grant. As a result of that, it is imperative that we set up an intergovernmental agreement between ourselves and the city of Page related to the city of Page, specifically the police department, providing that service to the middle and high school campus. My understanding is the intergovernmental agreement has been drafted. It has gone through their legal review. We're still waiting to get it back so we can get it to our legal for review. It would have been perfect had we had that all finished, but my objective with requesting the authorization to enact that IGA is if we can get this started before our December meeting, governing board meeting, I'd like to be able to do that. Again, same process. It would need to be approved by the district and then go to the city's council for review and approval.
Okay, any questions?
I have a question. How much input will the district have on the selection of the officer from the police department?
That is a great question, and because of the way our city department is staffed, the approach that we are going to take and the way the intergovernmental agreement is written is it will actually be bringing an officer in on their off-duty day to act in a professional capacity. So it may not be the same officer every day. At each campus, we're just looking to get law enforcement coverage on our campuses and to be there to foster relationships with our students.
And so that would be a question, I guess, how best to approach that so that we can get officers that understand how to foster those positive relationships with our students for law enforcement.
Agreed.
Okay, anything else? No? Okay, then I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I,
Okay, all right, unanimous, thank you very much. That brings us to item E, possible approval of the job description for after-school programming for paraprofessional special education / health aide. I need a motion and a second, and then we'll discuss.
I make a motion to approve.
to approve the job description for our program.
Okay,
Job title.
thank you,
I second.
Desiree. Chuck, second. Okay, Dr. Anderson?
President Kidman, members of the governing board, typically we like to take our position descriptions to a study session for review. However, in November and December, we do not have a study session. Currently, we're providing services to students in our after-school programming that have needs beyond what the paraprofessional position traditional paraprofessional position description lists. This expands the position description to be more specific related to the needs of the students that are being served in after-school programming.
Okay, any questions, concerns? No? We're good? Okay, then I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, aye, unanimous, thank you. That brings us to item 8F. We need to discuss possible special work study session before December regular board meeting. We be able to, what do we need to do here, Dr. Anderson?
President Kidman, members of the governing board, my request would be the board's consideration to potentially schedule a special study session immediately prior to our December 12th governing board meeting. My proposal would be if we might be able to schedule a meeting at 5:30 on December 11th, which is a Monday, for the purpose of reviewing data collected through the calendar survey. I just think it would be helpful to be able to go through the data, to be able to talk through the different pieces that have come through. And I'd like the board fully aware of the input that we've received related to a 4-day calendar.
Okay, so let me just review Monday, December 11th, 5:30. Is that what you're proposing?
That would be
Okay.
my proposal, and I'm flexible if we need to
Okay.
adjust.
All right,
Works
so
for
let's
me.
hear it. Who,
I'm good.
Mike, yes? Chuck? Sunny?
Yep.
Desiree, are you available Monday, December 11th at 5:30?
I will try because that is also the day that another conference is taking place too. So, but yeah, I'm sure I can.
So you can join us by phone? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right, I'm fine. So it looks like, okay, then we'll go ahead and schedule a meeting, a work study session for Monday, December 11th at 5:30 p.m. And if for any reasons we have some scheduling conflicts, just let us know as soon as possible so that we could possibly reschedule. But we'll shoot for that date. Okay, sounds good. Any other, no? Good?
No.
All right, that brings us to item number 9, future agenda items. As always, you can send them to Barb or Dr. Anderson. Remember the policy, 5 working days. Let's see, do I have anything that's sitting in there that, no, nothing, okay. All right, we don't have any executive sessions today, which brings us to my favorite item of the day, if we would like to do the honors.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Okay, do I have a second? Okay,
Second that motion.
2 seconds, woohoo. All in favor to adjourn, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, aye.
Aye.
Desiree? Okay, unanimous. We're adjourning at 6:08 p.m. And then make sure to sign all your papers and we're good to go. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate your attendance. Have a good night.